Bakit ko sinasabi ito? Kasi ganun po kami kalalim, sir, mag-infiltrate, magkukunwari, manlinlang, manloko ng mga tao. Even the government maluloko namin. What's the logic of that? Ganun po ang panuloko sa Congress. When Amihan, Noel, and me, and the rest, hundreds of us now, telling the Senate, right before you, Mr. Chair, and the people, Mr. Senate President, na kami manluloko, totoo yun. Saan ka nakakita sa Pilipinas lang na ang Congress natin, may party group ang Communist Party sa loob? May sweldo pa at may pondo na 68 million per year each one of them. And then ngayon, hindi sila haharap dito sa amin para magkonfrontahan dahil iniiwas nila ang issue, dalhin na lang daw sa korte. Sa korte, iba ang rules of evidence. Dito sa Senate, as a public opinion, ito ang tamang korte pertaining to this kind of modus operandi. And we're thankful for this opportunity. Not only for you, Senator Ping and the Senate President, but this is for the people. Lantaran na ito, hindi ko na po sasabihin ang ibang infiltration operations namin. Precisely po, kasi baka makalimutan po ninyo bakit ko nagagawa ko yon. I was part of the N2 of the NPA National Operational Command. My work is to infiltrate.
Ito ng Philippine Navy?
No. Marami pa kaming ginawa na nanggagaling sa inyo po mismo. N2 is intelligence unit ng NPA. The NPA has N1, N2, N3, N4, N5 hanggang N6. N2 is intelligence. Intelligence unit ng NPA. Kaya,
Pareho rin ng military. N1 is personnel.
N1 is personnel and training.
N3 is operations.
SOG. Yan ang dalawang platon dati na naka-full-time na.
So ginagaya yung armed forces, yung
yun ang tumira
structure.
sa kay Quintanar N3 yun.
Ready na ba sino may sunod?
Ay, sige sir.
Si ano, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Gen.parlade.
Mr. Chair, gusto kong balikan.
No, I'd like to reiterate, it is unfortunate that those that we invited from the militant groups are not here. Kasi kung nandito sila, mas malaya yung talakayan natin, and they are here to rebut, to disagree, no, and to justify or to disprove. Yan ang malungkot dito. Wala sila. It's actually their loss, because they chose not to be here. Sige, Gen.parlade.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, gusto kong balikan, sir, yung issue on these celebrities. Kasi importante ito dahil alam ni Ka Eric ito na gamit yung celebrities because this is one way of convincing the masses that they are winning. Actually, sinasabi nila, kita nyo, ito, may makasama na tayo mga artista, kaya sumali tayo sa...
Sandali baka lang makalimutan ko. Tingnan mo lang kung tama yung nakasulat dito sa aking Senate resolution, yung isa sa mga whereases. Facebook account mo ito, no? Whereas on October 21, 2020, Lieutenant General Antonio Parlade Jr. posted the following message on the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict Facebook page. Ito yung direct quote. Let us not red tag Liza Soberano. It's not fair to her. She's merely supporting advocacy for women's rights. She has to be protected in the exercise of her rights. Is she an NPA? No. Of course not. Not yet. So let's help educate her and the other celebrity targets of malayang kilusan ng bagong kababaihan o makibaka, the underground mass organization hiding under Gabriela Women's Party. So, and so forth and so on. Ito yung medyo masamang parte na open to misinterpretation or, shall I say, for lack of a better word, exploitation. Sinabi mo kasi rito So, Representative Arlene Brosas and Gabriela, shame on you if you haven't informed your recruits about your hidden violent agenda. Now, Gabriela is claiming that it is not an armed group, which you have just confirmed. So, why right here, but mo sinabang hidden violent agenda and they are not an armed group? Okay, to proceed. Liza Soberano, there's still a chance to abdicate that, referring to Gabriela Youth Group. If you don't, you will suffer the same fate. Ito binabanggit ni Senator Kiko kanina. As Josephine Ana Lapira, bakit mo dinugtungan pa ng ganun?
I have to cite examples to make them realize that the threat is real. That there are so many instances already. In fact, that's why I cited the incidents, September incidents, because it's recent. And I have to cite those just to give them an idea that an idea of these activists against the terrorists. So yun lang po, sir. Ang
But
gusto
yeah,
kong-
but your problem is it's subject to so many interpretations. It may sound like a threat coming from you. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, that's for future reference.
Anyway, sir, I also mentioned there Ella Colmenares because it's really true that Ella is an NPA. I never said that Angel Luxin is an NPA. But ito yun, ang statement nila yun, sinasabi niya na hindi raw siya NPA. I never said that she is an NPA. Angel Luxin is an NPA. No, sir. I never said that Nery Colmenares is an NPA. No. Ang sabi ko, CPP, si Nery Colmenares. Those are two different things. So now, we have so many witnesses actually who can testify that Ella Colmenares was part of the underground. It's not only Eric who saw her. In fact, dyan po sa Tanay ngayon, they're there and they're ready to be interviewed. If we can call Mirna Paray, who's a member of the...
Glad you mentioned that in your own words that Angel Oxin is not an NPA. You know, I'll make a disclosure. Her fiancé, Yusinil RC, is a family friend. As a matter of fact, pag kinasal yung kukunin ako ninong. So, you know, I'm just making a disclosure. Mabuti na yung kantas claras. And I'm glad that you mentioned that she is not an NPA.
Yes, sir. They're not...
And I hope she's monitoring para malaman niya na sa'yo mismo nang galing na hindi siya NPA. And I think she will feel relieved coming from you na talaga hindi siya NPA. Referring to Angel Oxin.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. But sana hindi na siya magsinungaling na si Ella Colmenares ay hindi NPA. Dahil talagang NPA si Ella Colmenares.
Or she may not know that. And I'm not trying to defend her. Pero she may not know that. And you wouldn't know that for a fact na hindi niya alam or alam niya, hindi ba?
I know that she knows.
Okay, sige, I'll give it to you.
So anyway, sir, we came here, we took our oath, and we're not going to say any lies here. And that's the reason why we wanted them to come here also para sagutin yung mga tanong nila kung meron silang mga tanong. But sir,
Kaya natin si Mirna ba yun, sasabi mo?
yes sir, si Mirna.
Yung mga celebrities, wala silang kinalaman doon sa mga underground organization. Ang nangyayari, sila'y nagagamit upang makapag-recruit. Parang gano'n ang dating. Ano? Now, mapag-usapan yung recruit. Paano kayong nare-recruit muna? Nare-recruit kayo sa front organization muna, di ba? Katulad ng kwento nyo kay Eric. Okay, ngayon.
Tama po.
Tapos later on, through some machinations, you become a candidate for member of the CPP.
Correct po, Mr. President.
Candidate muna kayo, di ba? Okay.
Pero dadaan muna, Mr. President, dun sa underground organization na ang unang tinatarget yung leadership mismo ng open organization.
Yan nga. So yung front organization
Yun ang
yan.
process
Diba?
niya.
Yan. Tapos yun ang proseso. Pagpasok mo rin, mapunta ka ng CPP, magiging candidate ka muna, tapos magiging full-fledged ka.
Full-fledged member ka.
Full-fledged member
Parang
ka.
probationary stage mo yung candidate membership. Titingnan nila kung qualified ka na maging cadre later or ang iyong security and loyalty to the Communist Party will be proven enough.
Kaya nga. So, in this process, wala bang initiation yan?
Hindi siya parang kagaya sa ordinary traditional fraternity recruitment. Ang initiation mo will be done doon sa tinatawag kanina ni Secretary Anyo na immersion. So, mag-immerse ka or mag-integrate ka sa manggagawa, magsasaka o mga area ng katutubo or urban poor kung ikaw ay kabataan estudyante. Kasi sa CPP and PNDF po, the primary role of the Communist Party is to develop a very strong workers' movement in the urban area and a very strong peasant movement in the rural area. Ang kabataan estudyante po, Mr. Senate President, sir, ay nare-recruit sila para pag magbibigay ng malaking tulong sa propaganda.
Alright.
Propaganda
So ngayon,
talaga.
sabi mo, doon din natetest ang loyalty before you become a full-fledged CPP member. Okay. Paano nila tinetest ang loyalty?
Ang process niya, may tinatawag po kami, Mr. President, na talambuhay. Form 1, Form 2. Ang sinasabing talambuhay, ito yung narration ng iyong buhay mula doon sa open organization. Before ka i-recruit, i-interviewin ka ng kadre ng CPP na namumuno din ng open organization. For example, in my case, I was the chairperson, provincial and regional coordinator ng College Editors Guild of the Philippines. Pero kabataang makabayan din ako. Underground yun sa sektor ng kabataan. And CPP na rin ako, Mr. Senate President, Mr. Chairman. Ang gagawin ko niyan, pag may target ako, like si Lady Desiree, kukunin ko, papapilapin ko siya ng Form 1. Ang tawag diyan, Talambuhay Form 1. Para yung sa recruitment sa underground. Doon ko makikita ang kanyang history at iba pa. May parang Form 168 kung sa DepEd, no? Tapos, pag nag-Communist Party member target siya after 6 months to 1 year, mag-fill up siya again ng Talambuhay Form 2. So may Form 1, may Form 2. With your respect, Mr. Chair and Mr. Senate President, hindi po totoong walang program ang CPP sa showbiz industry, entertainment, musicians, and artists. Nakalimutan ko lang pong banggitin. Maybe in the next session we can have. May tinatawag pong underground groups sa hanay ng mga artista at mga manunulat at mga sa showbiz. Ang tawag po nito ay ARMAS, Artista at Manunulat ng Sambayanan. Ang open organization ay tinayo ng CPP para magkaroon ng recruitment ground para dito na hindi mahalata ay concerned artists of the Philippines at ang musicians and artists of the Philippines. Nabuo ito mainly mga middle 80s, yung musicians and artists of the Philippines, I think nabuo sa panahon ng era Resign campaign. From that open organization and loose organization of showbiz personalities, entertainers, musicians, compositor at mga artists, ay nabubuo ang underground organization, which is one of the founding members of the NDF, kung hindi ako magkakamali, kasama sa Christians for National Liberation sa church. ARMAS is for the showbiz industry and for the entertainment people, not mainly to recruit them. Ika na mention kanina, Mr. Senate President, like Maita Gomez, Nelia Sancho, and many of them. Iwan ko po kasi ang iba dito, national artist na basta, dalawang director na magagaling ay membro po ng ARMAS. Hindi ko alam kung na-process sila sa Communist Party. Hindi ko na po babanggitin kung pelikula nila, Ora Pro Nubes, Maynila, sa Kuko ng Agila, Walang Himala. They were part of a very long tradition of infiltration and recruitment into the showbiz personalities. At ang iba ay active pa, but they are not NPA right away. But they are supporting the NPA indirectly or directly.